Nope, it says live.
Okay. So this is our first recorded meeting for our group project. We've spent a lot of time already talking about the technology and trying to troubleshoot some issues we've been having. We've agreed today that we're going to discuss our outline for our group debate. So we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves now. I'm Hallie Snow.
I'm Leah Sorreo. I'm showing the outline on my computer. That's why you don't see my face.
I'm Jordan Templin.
I'm Ian Gentili.
All right, so I guess we can start and just go point by point and talk about whether or not, I don't know, things are sitting well as far as this outline goes. So I'm going to be moderating the debate, so I guess that means that I'm going to be setting the timer and letting everybody know when their time starts and when it's up. And then I'll be introducing everybody at the beginning and then closing our debate. I've also put in that I'm going to introduce each group of people, as the pro stater goes and the con stater goes. I'm going to try to explain what their role is, just so it's very clear as we go along.
Well, my part, it looks like from our outline, will be first up. I will be taking the position of the pro stater. We've outlined a variety of points for the pro stater position. The first point is a variety of tracking devices for data can increase the accuracy of recording of all data collection. The next point is technology can be tailored for individual use to assist with a variety of skills and provide services to clients that would not have access to treatment services otherwise. And the third position is technology can improve the quality of life of the student in the academic setting. And then for each of these points, we have supported research attempting to prove the position that technology can dramatically increase the amount of services that are provided to clients that are developmentally disabled. Throughout each of these points, I think we'll be best served to pick specific examples from the supported research to kind of make the position come across strong.
Now, one thing I did want to bring up is I'm not exactly sure how the roles are differentiated, but I'm thinking that the stater and the prover are different in a way that the stater just kind of outlines what the arguments are going to be, and I don't think they have to really back up anything, and then the prover is expected to state specific resources.
Oh, okay.
I noticed, Ian, that you put some specific facts in yours, and we might want to ask the instructor if it's okay to cite some things or use be able to elaborate on each point. I'm not exactly sure how we're supposed to go about that, so that's something I just wanted to bring up.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever can help make everything flow smoothly.
Yeah, I think that's a good point and a good clarification.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess just adding to that, I'm going to be the con stater, and something I just wanted to kind of bring to the group is if we wanted to change any of these statements. I was kind of having a hard time forming them because I am personally a believer of technology, so I'm kind of stating the opposite point of view. But I was talking to my supervisor today, and I think, one, that technology can be distracting to students, especially if the students are not used to it, and it can become almost socially isolating. Yeah. Like if the student is solely depending on technology, the device that's only provided to them, then it's going to make that student stand out more. And especially if our focus is on inclusion. Again, I'm coming from more of a public school background. That's where I do teach special ed, so I'm not as familiar in the home-based setting. I know that wouldn't be a problem, but I kind of think it's maybe a point that we can bring up, at least in the classroom setting.
Mhm.
Any thoughts on that? Or not really?
I don't know. I think this is kind of a difficult topic because I found a lot of things in support of technology, and I was really struggling to find any arguments against it.
Yeah, me too. That's why, like, I think the like, I don't know if one of it, maybe like we could also say like how there can be like an improper use or even an overuse of technology, like, and that's kind of what leads to my second point is how technology will never replace human contact and observation,
Mhm.
especially since we're kind of focusing on lesson design. I was thinking of, let's say we have a child with, autism who is just stimming instead of, like, they need that human contact to refocus them. Because we're kind of then assuming that the child is independently using the technology without any human supervision. So I
Yeah.
guess we could kind of exaggerate it and say, like, you need that human contact in order to refocus and properly model and use the technology. The student can't come to it by themselves,
I mean, it's definitely interesting because it's like a conundrum because you know that technology can be very effective in increasing efficacy with ABA services, but without ABA services, the technology couldn't be effective.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if you're looking at like web-based programming or the use of assistive technology, that's not going to be effective unless you have an ABA professional or BCBA having originally recorded the modeling material or showing the people how to use the technology.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's why my third point, I don't feel like it's so valid, but individual technology is expensive and can threaten the jobs of teacher therapists. I don't know if there's a stronger con. I don't know if maybe we want to talk about, like, I don't know, how it's not appropriate for all goals, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
definitely
You
don't.
want to do that instead?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually in a situation with my client right now. He's in home, and we are doing PECs just from like the pictures before. So you could say like how a lot of students need trained before they can just go right into technology. So you need trained by an ABA therapist because they actually started off with the technology, and he just got so to him. So now we're starting from the basics. So I don't know if that's something that you guys could incorporate, if that would help the con side of it.
Would you mind if you just repeated that kind of last part again? It got cut off a bit for me.
Oh, sorry. Um, like I don't know if that would help your con side if you wanted to like focus on that. How like some skills need learned before you can incorporate the technology with it.
Um,
You need like you'll need a behavior technician or therapist to teach the skill before you can incorporate the technology. So like for the PEC system, like he's just learning by pictures right now before we use the iPad with the pictures. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Okay.
technology and
Yeah.
may um, like may cause the child to digress, right? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it might impede progress.
to what's the word I'm trying to think of? Is it digress, right? Or
Um,
yeah, and I just was thinking if you needed another point too, you could probably bring up funding sources too, because more insurance companies or service providers would probably be more willing to fund um, an ABA therapist versus an expensive piece of technology that may or may not be proven effective to help that client.
mhm.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. You might want to.
Okay. So is there like a state? So it does not. So maybe we should keep the expensive goal, right? So
Um,
and may not be funded by insurance companies.
Because I know we see a lot of that with therapists as well, and just having experience working with a school setting, like when it comes to IEP meetings, not all resources are going to get funded, and it's the best chance of getting funding if you can prove that service has a long history of being successful in treating clients. And I just don't think we're there yet with technology.
maybe we want to go like along the lines of it's expensive to afford both technology and the appropriate amount of oversight.
Yeah.
Because I think because the argument against technology being expensive is that there's a lot of free applications available.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that stating both aspects of that argument kind of makes it a little bit stronger.
So maybe this part, like I don't know, should we include the part I just highlighted then in reason 2 or reason 3? Because it kind of goes in both. I'll say provide both the technology.
Yeah, I think I'd include it in point 3 because 2, the argument is, well, I don't know. Never mind. I'm going to make a statement that didn't make any sense.
Well,
Then I guess that we're talking about all individuals, right?
Mm-hmm.
As individuals who become socially isolated. Funded, or I could say, or trusted by insurance companies. Technology is not appropriate in all settings and does not meet all of individual. It does not meet every goal, maybe, right?
Mm-hmm. I think another point would be too that all technology would, to the oversight point, I mean that all technology would need verification by somebody because there's no, it seems very subjective. Like who's to say this app or this piece of technology is effective or is being administered by a professional or somebody that knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Do you think we should make a point 4 then?
I don't know. I think that's up to everyone, but I was just saying it could probably go into
In 2?
into technology and whatever. But yeah, because I think that would be just another point that could be made that it can't ever really replace human contact and observation.
But at this time, not enough research available apps and or selected. I don't know. Because there is some research that affects programs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to make a note that the prover will have to come up with a resource that backs up that statement, since we don't have that already incorporated.
Yeah.
Various pieces. We can always rewrite that, but at least we have kind of the general idea. Um, okay. You think we're good here, or any other changes?
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
All right. So I will be the pro proof. There are statements made by research articles. Did you want me to go through them, the number 1 and 2?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. So the first one is data is traditionally recorded on paper and dispersed among individuals involved in the treatment team. Literature suggests that software for mobile devices has allowed for more accurate recording and easier dissemination between treatment staff. And then there's some statements to back that up. And then number 2 is the concept of gamification, or teaching novel skills through the use of virtual technology can provide clients with a controlled environment in which to practice skills. Number 3, clients' lives can be improved through several available technologies. And there's some statements, and then we're on to Heather.
How can I view the document here? All it keeps doing is flashing back and forth.
Yeah, you want to click on Leah.
Yeah, go click on Leah, and there'll be an arrow, and click that arrow, and it'll keep her frozen.
Haha, thank you. For the con-prover, that would be me. The first one is to prove the point that Ian made. Technology can have negative impacts in the classroom with off-task behavior and distraction of peers with inappropriate use. And then I'm going to use that the Wood research there that kind of talks on that. The second one, I know we just added some more stuff in there, so I'm going to have to tweak that a little bit more. But the number 2, I did make the point, I was trying to interject there, that the human trainer could never be replaced by technology, because you would actually need the human trainer to program that technology device. So it really wouldn't function on its own. You really would need an actual person to do that, you know. So we could actually add into that point that you guys were making with the, you know, brain stem activity or stimming and whatnot. So we can add various stuff in there to add more to that. And then the third one, we have, yeah, my third one didn't match at all what we had, because obviously, I mean, honestly, there was nothing that I could find that was, you know, present time or anything. Most of this stuff that I could find to reflect this was like from 1990s and stuff. But I found for the third point, kind of technology is expensive and is often incompatible with teacher technology at home, and that it will create stress. So that was kind of my point I was going. So we could probably swipe all of that out and replace it with the point that we had from the third point. I gotta go back up here to see what that was. So we'll have to tweak that third one to match what our third you know, position was for the con.
Well, I almost think that you can even put this in the second point, because we're talking about how technology can be misused or overused. So I think that if, you know, you have too many programs, and I know I experienced this as a teacher, and you don't have enough time to train for them, even though they're highly effective or maybe researched, I feel overwhelmed. I don't use them properly or to the extent possible. So, and maybe this is a personal example, but there's a program called ST Math, and I was supposed to do a video lesson. Like, there was like this 2-hour video lesson that modeled how I did it, and it confused me so much. And I had to ask one of my teacher friends how to actually use the program, because I just wanted to be able to interact with, you know, a human being, ask questions, and then be shown. but this video
Sure.
didn't actually help me use the program. So I don't know. I don't know if that's maybe something that we can include, seeing that it's more effective. You know, I'm just even thinking of parent training, how that human contact makes something more maybe like approachable or usable, because
Yeah.
you feel more safe to ask questions, and your questions can be individualized and then modeled, where a computer can't necessarily do that.
No, I love that idea. I don't know what everybody else thinks of it, but I like that.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's a
So I'm just gonna, and again, I'm not saying you need to use this program. That's just like the program that I know I had personal experience with, like
Sure.
for like Achieve, and these are two highly researched programs that help students, you know, with math and ELA. ELA is the Achieve 3000, and math is obviously ST Math. So I just don't. I'm just, you know, for maybe us to find articles and maybe give us some ideas of where to start.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. And I'm just going to go up really quick again to the con, just because I know
Mhm.
it's referencing that. Yeah, and then maybe finding how it can be really expensive. I'm sure there's articles on that too.
And about the funding and stuff, so
Mhm.
sure we can find that.
So we're at, oops, sorry. No attacker, con attacker. Oh, I'm getting confused. Oh, here. Am I on the wrong section? I think I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're down too far.
There you go. You're right there.
So add research on funding. So maybe our con section is coming along better than we think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Jordan now.
And so I'll be defending what you guys state, correct? Okay. So you guys are talking about how technology can be distracting, and then I found statements to back that up. Did you want me to go through this all, or just read the first what you guys are?
I say just read the main argument.
Okay. So then my argument will be technology has been shown to promote positive engagement, especially among children with ASD. Technology interests these children, which can be taken advantage of when appropriate and concealed when not in use. Use of robots has been shown to increase imitation ability and shared focused attention. And then my second argument will be that there are not many opportunities for individuals with autism spectrum disorder to receive services in rural areas. This is, okay, so I filled this one in, and I didn't know if it quite met what you were asking or what you guys are arguing, so let me know how you feel about this, because I can always change and research more articles. But I'll go back. And an internet-based parent-implemented communication strategy known as the IPICS program has been designed to teach parents how to implement evidence-based programs to enhance social and communication skills for their children with autism.
I think that's good. I think that you can also say how like technology is evolving.
Okay.
And I don't know, like I'm even thinking of, you know, like when you call into like the insurance company and they ask for all the information, it's almost like you're having a conversation, and then it takes that information and goes back to the computer source and can then provide the information that you need. Like maybe you could kind of argue that there is already like individualized,
Okay.
you know, technology that can perform the tasks of humans, and cite maybe, you know, some examples.
Okay. Perfect. And then the third argument is programs such as Do It Scholars focus on teaching the use of technology to children with intellectual disabilities. While using technology to assist in transitioning from school to the workforce, such programs require several hired mentors to assist children in learning skills through technology. Online mentors are also hired to further assist in use of understanding technology, meaning that the jobs are available as long as intervention needs oversight. So those would be my arguments. Do those all sound good?
Mhm.
Sounds great.
Yeah, number 3 we might have to change if we're changing the arguments from the pro or con stater position.
Okay.
Yeah.
Change that, or maybe we can almost use that as con prover, for number 2, because that's kind of saying how human contact is needed with technology.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we can change everything around to make sure all of our sources make it in, or all the information is used.
Mhm. Maybe you could talk about how there's so many grants available, for technology, and how college students who are doing like a thesis or something are developing technology for free. And I'm thinking of right now the robotic arm. If you've seen that, like assisted technology in particular, a lot of companies build it and give it away for free. So it doesn't necessarily cost, people any money, or sometimes even publishing companies. If they're if they're in the research stage, they may give a program to a whole school district for free, so then they can monitor the growth for research purposes. So it doesn't necessarily need to be expensive. Maybe that's something we can say.
Okay.
So I'm going to just keep it as is on here, and then you can go back and change it around, just so I'm not scrolling up and down and I feel like I'm going to make everyone motion sick.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so for the con attacker, so I guess I have a question here. These 3 points here, they're here. Are these the ones that we're going for? Are these the ones that we're doing?
Yeah, because I think the pro statements are the same, essentially.
And that's what we're doing. We're attacking. We're like going back and forth. So we're cool with that. Okay.
Mhm.
So basically, I need to get research to back up my side of it. Then, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, on the outline, or sorry, on the I'm sorry, I'm tired.
You're fine.
On the thing that was given to us by the teacher, it says that we could use any means to attack. It didn't say that we had to use sources, like you could use logic to try to attack the argument.
Okay.
Pretty much any means that you can.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. So if you can find a way to pick it apart just based on logic, that works as well.
I can do that. That's fine. I apologize. I didn't realize that I was the attacker as well. So I'll fix it.
Okay, so then it looks like this is, in my mind, this is kind of just like closing arguments for the debate from each side. So I think this could either be used to go across 3 points that you feel are completely undamaged by the other side throughout the course, or you could use that time to respond to something someone else has said and use the time to show why your position is still the best position. So I think my thoughts on this is, from the pro-stater side, is kind of going in with a general idea of why technology should still be considered the best solution versus traditional ABA therapy. And then if there's remaining time at the end, respond to something Heather said, attacking technology.
Sounds good to me. And I'll do the same for the constater as well. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have more than enough information to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So when do you guys want to meet again?
So I leave tomorrow morning, and I'll be back Sunday at like midnight. But if you guys wanted to meet while I was on my honeymoon, I could try to figure something out.
We could wait until next.
No, I think we can.
Right, that's silly.
Like,
That's you.
Yeah, we don't want to interrupt that. No.
well, and thank you guys so much for like taking the initiative and doing so well on that. I appreciate it. So when I get back, if you want me to have like a big task, send it my way. Okay.
No, I think we're doing good as a group so far. I think we're well on top of things.
Yeah, you too. You guys are awesome.
So do we want to say like next Monday at this time again, 7:15?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Okay.
Yeah, I might be free earlier next Monday. I'm not 100% sure, but I could send you guys a group text to let you know. One of my clients is moving out of town, and I'm thinking that Monday I might not have to work with him.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
If something comes up, we can always just text or something.
All right, so let's just plan for Monday.
Okay.
Sounds good. Bye, guys. Thanks for being so flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and happy
No
honeymoon.
problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Bye.
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 Bye, everyone.